What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stings, and as you already know, since you picked the video, it's gonna be a non-spoiler review on Justice League. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck is he doing right now? If you give me 2 minutes, I just want to show you something real quick. I just want to show you that this review is coming from a total unbiased towards DC, Marvel, anything. I'm a fan of all. I'm just showing you a quick, just so nobody's like, you're blah, 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 this and that. Now look, blah, 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 blah. Just real quick. Don't mind the setup though. I actually just moved out of my house into a temporary place where I'm going to stay for 2 months till about February when I get my new house. So this is it's why it's a little messy. But I just want you to see, man, I'm a fan of DC, Marvel, all in all, comics, nerd, film in general, film. Get ready to bust some ass on Friday the 13th. If you want to come play me, I'm Venom Stings on PlayStation. Anyway, real quick, even my daughter I have in the comic book shit. And without an absolute doubt, I am a Spider-Man fan over anything. As far as comic books go, I got more than this series. This is just the first, I think, 70 straight complete run of the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. I forget how many numbers it was, but in the 90s, those ones. But then back here behind this bar, I got 4 long boxes packed full of comics. Then I got mad long boxes, still not even over where I'm at right now. And besides all these figures, this and that, blah, 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 I have made other shit that's not even here yet. Yes, I still get some tail. I pulled some tail, hence I have a kid. But I am a nerd. So, basically, anyway. Alright, thanks for dealing with that real quick. So, the review. Justice League. When tickets first went on sale, I reserved my tickets for the Thursday show, and the first one I could do, and I got them. And then on this Sunday that just passed, the whole time I kept checking to see if there was any kind of screenings. Sorry, I gotta hold my phone while I'm doing this. I kept checking to see if there was any kind of screenings that I could get before that. And then all of a sudden, there's like late this Sunday night, there was one for Monday, and I happened to snag a Monday night screening. It was in my city, Philly. It wasn't a theater that I would normally go to. I've been there before, but it's about like 25 minutes away from me, so it wasn't too far. But it's not like my normal theater. You know what I mean, it was a good theater though. It was fun. But I went, and I'm sure a lot of you are saying, like, I'm sure you checked out all the big dogs and seen all their reviews already. So now, like, the main critics or main big channels that were lucky enough to see it already. So now maybe you're still scanning through to see guys that are little. And trust me, I'm not doing this for money. I just do this for bullshit because I like to rant on this shit once in a while. I got a full-time job. I make decent money. But I'm starting to see a lot of people say that, you know, the general consensus is out that it's a lot of fun. The team's great. CGI and story is a fucking mess. And I want to tell you from like a fan that has no bias towards this, like, if that's true, because a lot of people are starting to say that, like, it sounds like everybody's putting out the same thing, like it's a copycat. I don't know, like basically like it's a bandwagon review, the same thing. It is and it isn't. Like, yes, it's true. CGI is awful in some parts. It is. But I say that all comic book films have awful CGI. Some have fantastic. It depends how well you can deal with it. But yes, there is some very, very noticeable bad stuff in here. Steppenwolf, everybody keeps saying Steppenwolf were extremely weak. And to me, whatever, he was sufficient. Like, that didn't bother me at all. Like, it is what it is. Like, I generally appreciate that. I don't need a whole backstory. He's the fucking bad dude. He's fucking, Darkseid's nephew, lieutenant, or whatever, first in command. Like, he's there to do a purpose. Fucking end worlds. And, I don't need to know anymore. And, yeah, maybe the general public does or whatever, but not really. Honestly, for the general public, all these fucking movies, regardless of how good they are, even a Marvel movie that set up 9-10 years, whatever, there's still some fucking shit that they're like, what does this mean? Like, so look, you're gonna have fun if you go see this movie. I loved every DC, is it DCEU now, DCFU, whatever, the DC movies except for Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad to me was but I didn't hate it as much as everybody else. But it was like a D. You know what I mean? It wasn't a complete F, but it was a D. But Man of Steel, I loved, and I love Batman vs Superman, both cuts, and I understand why people didn't. Um, but I was fine with it. And I know I've had a lot of people had issues because saying that's not their Batman, that's their Superman. But look, like I get it. Because like I said, I showed you all my shit. Like growing up or whatever, as far as comics go, I was introduced to Marvel over. I mean, of course, I knew who Batman and Superman were right away, but I resonated with Marvel pretty much over DC. Like, I would get a few Batman and Superman comics here and there, but I would get every Spider-Man comic that came out, Avengers, X-Men, whatever. You know what I mean? Anybody that appealed to me in Marvel. So, and then a Batman or a Superman. So I'm very knowledgeable in Marvel from the older shit, even still newer shit like Miles Morales and shit like that. And Spider-Man, I am completely, for the most part, knowledgeable in any aspect. And DC, I know my basics. Where I mean, I know a good amount, and so I get why people weren't happy. But I'll tell you what, if you were one of those ones who were fine with it, like the way BVS played it out, like Man of Steel, you're gonna love this just as much. You're gonna notice some shitty parts. If you check out my last video that I just did before I got to see my fan screening, when the social media embargo lifted and I did a reaction just to those reviews, I said, all right, it seems like everybody's doing story problems. I was like, what it sounds like to me is they hacked the shit out of it again. Because they did. He wanted it down to 2 hours straight so he could get more screenings in for more money, which I understand. But then it cut the time out. That's not the kind of director Zack Snyder is. Yes, some people don't like that, but he's an extravagant. I know he's weak on his story sometimes, but his action is incredible. But his action is his story a lot of times. And he I don't know, he likes the grand spectacle. He wants to do a long showing. So you can't cut his films, man. And I honestly think his movies. Sorry if I keep getting like shivio. I honestly think his movies would still just make as much bank, being a 3-hour cut, is if you didn't fuck with it all and let his story be seriously coherent. Because I'm pretty sure Man of Steel wasn't cut at all. Like, and if it was something stupid that he didn't care about. BBS obviously was chopped, and whether he thought it made or break or made more better or whatever. Man of Steel was fucking perfect to me. Like, I don't think they could have changed that much with that. I don't know. It's just this film honestly what it felt to me was, alright, look, we rushed it. Okay. Yeah, it's chopped to death. Yeah, there's some awful CGI. But it's basically like it felt like about a 2-hour preview of what's to come. Yeah, it's not a movie. No, this is our new direction. We understand there's diehard fans that that certain shit means certain, values to them, where they're not gonna accept your changes or whatever, and they took knowledge to it, and it's a nod. They fucking, if you have an issue with Batman or Superman from BBS or Superman altogether since Man of Steel, not by the end of this fucking movie, you're not. I'm not saying you're gonna accept and be accepting to what your problems were from those movies, but you're gonna appreciate what they're doing, 100%, 100 whatever percent. My one thing, with Marvel, like the Marvel, have a lot of slay me if you want, but the last, is it 3 or 4? The last 3 Marvel movies for me, what was it? Guardians, Spider-Man, and what the hell just came out? Oh, Ragnarok. All 3 of them, I didn't. They were okay for me. I understand why people love them, but look, Ragnarok was not a funny situation. That was a devastating storyline, and I'm sorry. It's like everything can't be comedy, this and that. To me, like if it works for you, that's cool. But to me, those were sour notes. And look, it is what it is. You're gonna either like something or not, but. So, as far as why does everybody's reviews kind of sound alike? Because it is. They're kind of telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, there's choppy shit in there. But that whole, them as a team, the fucking action is I'm sorry, but that action is better than anything you're seeing. Like, yeah, this, I'm not talking as far as CGI. I'm talking about the fighting, the movement, the way they work together. You're gonna be very happy. You're gonna have fun with this movie. Trust me. Even with the gripes, you're gonna get over it. Like, you are. And as far as it goes, like, is it my favorite DCEU movie so far? I don't want to give that answer because I always feel like no matter what movie I see, like if it's within that week and I tell how I feel about it, oh, that shit was the best, but I don't want to jump the gun on it. But I can honestly tell you right now, I still think I like Wonder Woman better, but I don't know because like they're two totally different type movies. Wonder Woman's more a movie, a coherent movie, but this is more of a fun movie to me. Like, despite all the flaws, I'm telling you that. And if you didn't see it, you're gonna love it. You are. I'm gonna get into it a lot more with the spoilers talk. I'm not gonna do my spoiler review until Friday, I think. Yeah, I don't want to do it tomorrow. You know, because a lot of people aren't gonna get to see it till Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I don't. I don't know, man. So many assholes right now are leaking shit, and I'm sure half of you, if anybody's gonna check out my video, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard spoilers and seen spoilers. You're just trying to go through every Joe Schmo now, even the shit guy like me, without the glitz and glamour, souped up videos to see what we think or whatever, um, or maybe not. I don't know, but it's. I think people are fucking total dickbags for just some of the shit. Like fuck off. Like let people enjoy. Like I mean, if somebody asks something and you want to tell somebody something, that's cool. But to blatantly ruin something for somebody, you get knocked out for that shit. But um, I don't know. I think it's fucked up. And I was gonna do a whole nother video, like when they were gonna do that thing they announced with Rotten Tomatoes about holding back the score, which they are currently still too, like because it still I think goes for a little bit longer. But then it was leaked, and now they fucking leaked that, and it's a fucking shit score so far, and so everybody's talking shit, like the Marvel fanboys, this and that. I hate fucking fanboys, man. I hate you Marvel fanboys. I hate you fucking DC fanboys. I like comic fans. Fanboys are fucking turds. Um, it's just ridiculous. Like, these are fighting over whatever, this and that. Like, go fight in fucking war overseas. Um, it's just ridiculous. Thor Ragnarok, yeah, it was cool as shit. Was it as flawed as JL? Justice League? No. But to me, Justice League was better. Spider-Man Homecoming, like I said, Spider-Man is my favorite character altogether. And not against Tom Holland. He did a good job. I thought he was going to end up doing better from Civil War, but to me personally, yeah, he did. Physicality wise, he was awesome. He did a great Peter. He wasn't top notch for Spider-Man for me. I'm sorry. I know people don't like Garfield like that, but Garfield's quick banter as Spider-Man, nah, him or Toby didn't even compete. Debate whether you want for the Peter Parker part, but nah, nobody touched Garfield as Spider-Man. But anyway, but even aside from like that, if you just count Tom Holland, I love things about Spider-Man Homecoming, okay? And I hated it. I'm sorry, but that's not Spider-Man to me. There's not one. That's a whole other video another time. If you want me to explain why I feel this way and like why I will prove it, like it's not, I'll do it if enough people ask. But I'm just trying to make the comparison in saying that people were so bent out of shape about, Batman making killings and BBS when they even tried to explain he's an old grizzled Batman, tired of this shit. And then same with Soups being like, it's a modern time, this and that. Where I guess I was more accepting to that because DC isn't as important to me. I mean, I don't want to say that because that's not what I mean. I'm not as knowledgeable, I guess. So, but I understand why people are so upset about that because why I'm upset about Spider-Man. So that's another video another time. But I'm gonna do a spoiler review Friday if you guys want to come back and check it out. Get ready to play Friday 13th right now on some PlayStation. Venom Stings. If you want to come get your ass slashed, I'm nasty with Jason. Counselor is iffy, but yeah,
I'm also gonna do another video on how I felt about Ben Affleck, like at the red carpet premiere. I just that dude's got the. It's not about him being in or out or nothing. It's about, you've seen how psyched and pumped everybody was, and yeah, he played it off. He was happy. Man, that dude's depressed as hell right now, big time. I could tell. Yeah, I don't know if it's the. I don't think it's just the like brief shit that he was mentioned to have to do with like Harvey Weinstein, all that shit like from years ago. It's not that. I mean, that might have a bit to do with it, but it's from his marriage to fucking his other, like when he did what you call it, Live by the Night or whatever. Just like everything. I just think he's depressed in life right now, and it's a shame. Like he's not the same Ben Affleck that even like when he started out in Days Confused, a young dude, or fucking Mallrats, or Jason Amy, or any of that shit. He looks sad as fuck anymore. It's I don't know, but I'll do a video on that. So all in all, everything you're hearing right now for non-spoiler wise, yeah, it's probably true. Okay, yes, there's some awful CGI parts. But there's some stellar fucking CGI parts. There really is. The fighting is phenomenal, and yes, it's choppy. Okay, but like I said, if you go back to my other video I did before when I did the social media embargo video, um, it's because this movie was definitely hacked down, and I'm gonna tell you what. I hope when this does come out in 4K or whatever, you know what I mean? I hope there's fucking Zack Snyder's whole original cut. Like, even without. I would like to see. See, I don't know how you want to say that. I would like to see the whole thing originally, but I was going to say without Whedon's part. But I like Whedon too, you know what I mean? I want to see what the whole original plan was. That's all. Um, yeah, so, I mean, if you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, I'm no big dog on this thing. I just like to occasionally rant here and there. Uh, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Am I supposed to say something clickbaity here? Like, I'll tell you what. If I can get 50 guys to like this, if I can get 50 new subscribers somehow on this fucking video, I'll tell you what. If I get 50 new subscribers and 100 likes, I know this is probably gonna be bullshit. I'm gonna have like one person check out my video, but anyway, if I can get 50 new subs and 100 likes, if those two things happen, they have to happen first before me to even get to the rest of this. If they happen, then whoever's the 50th comment, and what I want you to comment is just who you're most excited for this movie, JL. Whoever the 50th person is, I'll give a $100 gift card to. Because, for no reason, fuck it. So, you got the rules? Do you get it now? I don't know how I'm really supposed to do this clickbaity giving away shit thing. Alright, so I need to get 50 new subs, which ain't gonna happen, and 100 likes. And fuck it, who cares if you hate this video or not? There's a chance you can win $100 for doing nothing, jerking off. So 50 new subs, 100 likes, and then whoever the 50th person is to comment which character they're most excited for. But if say there's 51 comments or whatever, and not all of them are about the character, it only counts, the comment counts as the character. So it'll be legit. So $100 gift card. Seriously, I'll mail it out as soon as I do it. Whatever. So subscribe, like, share, and I will see you Friday with the spoiler video. I might do that video tomorrow about the whole Ben Affleck thing. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you like my little temporary man cave. Like I said, I'm moving out. I moved out of my house to here in Jason's cabin for like, I don't know. I know I'm like the worst photo man ever, right? Cameraman. Till February when I get my new crib. So I hope you guys like it. And that's right, Disaster movie comes out in like 2 weeks. That's awesome. Peace.